Welcome to Steve Draws. I'm Stefan de Groot, a Dutch illustrator and animator, but you can call me Steve. In this tutorial we're going to talk about the two-point perspective. In a previous video we already talked about the one-point perspective, and if you want to see that video you can click right here. If you're on a smartphone or tablet, I leave a link in the description box down below. In the previous video we talked about the one-point perspective, and to draw that you need an horizon and a vanishing point. For a one-point perspective you need one vanishing point. For a two-point perspective we're going to use two vanishing points. For this lesson you need a ruler, a pencil and a piece of paper. Let's start drawing. I'll show you this illustration I made because this is drawn with a two-point perspective. It's an illustration for the ebook called An Incredible Tale in the series The Incredible Tales of Professor Dr. Anton Mole. And it's available for free in the iBooks store. I will leave a link in the description box. I'm now going to show you how this illustration was made. This illustration has two vanishing points. First draw two lines from the desk Anton Mole is sitting behind, one on top of the desk and one line below. Where the lines intersect you find the first vanishing point. Now we're going to find the second vanishing point. I use the side of the desk as reference, and when I draw a straight line in the same direction on the top and bottom of the desk you'll see the second vanishing point. The bookcase in the back is drawn with the second vanishing point. I used the vanishing point to draw all the perspective guides. So this is vanishing point 2. And through the two vanishing points you'll find the horizon line. Fortunately, I saved the sketch of this illustration. It's around 20 years old. It was the time I had no computer and drew everything on paper. You see the two vanishing points and all the guides I used to draw this illustration. Now we're going to learn the basics of drawing a two-point perspective. The only thing you need is a pencil, paper and a ruler. We're going to draw a cube in two-point perspective. First we draw the horizon on 10 centimeters or 3.9 inches from the top of the paper. Now align your ruler to the two lines and draw your horizon. Now you have an horizon that's parallel to your paper. On the left of the horizon I'm drawing the first vanishing point. And to the right I draw the second vanishing point. Grab your ruler and draw in the perspective guides from vanishing point number 1. Just draw in several lines so you get the feel of the perspective. Now repeat the same thing with vanishing point number 2. Draw in the perspective lines and you already see what the perspective looks and feels like. I'm not going to use all the lines, but it gives you a good indication of where you want to draw your object. Below the horizon we're going to draw a cube. First draw the front of the cube with a vertical line. Now draw the right side of the cube. You already see the direction the line is going. Draw a vertical line up and then draw the top of the cube. Now we're going to draw the left side of the cube by using vanishing point 1. What really helps is to draw points on all the corners so you know how to bind the points to your vanishing point. Align your ruler to the vanishing point and align it to the left upper corner. Do the same for the left lower corner. So the left corner of the cube you align with vanishing point 1. And the right side of the cube you align with vanishing point 2. Now draw the back side of the cube up. Draw a point on the top and align this point to the vanishing point 2. Now you see where the right back side of your cube is. Draw a point on that corner as well. And draw a vertical line downwards. In that way you'll find the back side of your cube. I draw in the line with a dotted line to indicate that this is a transparent cube. I draw points on the corners and align it to vanishing point 2. I'm drawing a cube because this is one of the basic shapes you can draw lots of different things with. When you master to draw a cube in perspective, it will help you to draw other things in perspective as well. Everything has a perspective. I make the right side a little darker to make the cube more dynamic. And this is the way to draw a cube in a 2-point perspective. I took a picture of these stairs and they're also in a 2-point perspective. This is a very simple object and great to practice something other than a cube. If you take a good look at it, the basic shape of these stairs are cubes as well. More rectangle ones, but cubes nonetheless. So draw your horizon again on 10 centimeters and then your left and right vanishing point. Draw in the perspective guides from vanishing point 1 and vanishing point 2 to get the right feel for your perspective. It's important to always place your ruler on the vanishing point, otherwise your perspective will be off. I'm also drawing the perspective lines from vanishing point 2. Now I'm going to start drawing the left side of the stairs. Draw a straight line up. This will be the height of the left wall on the stairs. Now we'll sketch in the left side of the wall. It's divided by a smaller tile below. When drawing in perspective, it's important to first draw the height of your object. In this way you can draw the rest of the objects. As you see in the picture, the left wall is the highest point of the staircase. When you finish drawing the right side of the wall, draw dots on all of the corners, so you can easily align them with the vanishing points. Draw the left side of the wall by aligning the points to vanishing point 1. Then draw a line straight down. Now you can draw the bottom of the wall by aligning the left down corner of your wall. To draw the upper side of the wall you need to use vanishing point 2. The upper part of the wall is rather small because it's very close to the horizon line. When your perspective line is on top of the horizon line, you won't see the top of your object. Here you only see a small part of the top of the wall. Also draw the back side of the wall to get a better idea of the mass of the wall. It's also a way to find the upper part of the right side of the wall. Draw a straight line to the top of the wall. Draw a point on the top and align your ruler to draw the top side of the wall. Then draw the lower part of the wall. I make a mistake here. I did not align my ruler to the vanishing point. In this way you get crooked lines. I redraw it. By drawing in perspective, it's important to always follow the vanishing points. I sketch in some shades on the left side of the wall to make the shape more dynamic. If you use shades in a drawing, you have to find the light source. In this picture the sun comes from the right, so everything that is on the left side will be darker. We're now going to draw the first stair step. I will first determine the height of the step. The front of the steps falls in front of the wall. So draw in the front step in front of the wall. I draw in a tiny left side of the step by aligning it to the left vanishing point. Now I check where the upper side of the first step is, then I grab the ruler and align it to the right vanishing point. Use the left vanishing point to draw the top view of the first step. Now align the top of the first step with vanishing point number 1. Then draw a straight line up to draw the front side of the second step. Then align your ruler with vanishing point 2 to sketch in the front side of step number 2. I will fill it in with shades to match the picture. The sun falls on top of the stairs and these are lighter than the front of the steps. We're now going to draw the upper part of the second step by aligning it to the left vanishing point. Then I determine where the upside ends and the front side of step 3 begins. In general, all the steps on the right side you align with the right vanishing point, and all of the objects on the left side you align with the left vanishing point. With a staircase you just keep repeating the same thing over and over again, because the steps are all similar. The front of the steps are aligned with the right vanishing point, and the top view of the stairs are aligned with the left vanishing point. I'm going to sketch in the shade of the front of the step. And then draw in the last step. And now we can draw the right wall of the staircase by following the both vanishing points. I drew the height of the right wall too small. This is why my drawing does not match the picture. But that's okay. It's just good practice to draw objects like this and get the idea how a two-point perspective works and feels like. Now we're drawing the upper part of the wall. Notice that the upper part is very close to the horizon. That's why the top of the wall is very flat. We're going to finish the drawing by filling in some shades on the front of the fourth step and the left side of the second wall. In this way you can draw a staircase in a two-point perspective. You can draw a lot of other things in this perspective. This is just the basics. Try and draw a house in a two-point perspective, or a book, or a box. You now know the basics of drawing in a 2-point perspective. I hope you liked this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel so you won't miss a single video. If you have any questions about this lesson, please let me know in the comments down below. I will read all the questions and maybe I can answer them or make a new video about it. Drawing is fun and practice makes perfect. Doodles!